Welcome to episode 1 of NeverGoingPro podcast. I'm Carter Blackenship, and this is my co-host, Gavin Brown.
What's up?
What's up?
Why is this called Never Go Pro? Because, we're never going to go pro in basketball, so we're going to talk about basketball instead on the internet. Is that the genesis of this?
Yeah, we had faith at one point. Now we know we're too short, and we're never going to make it.
You had faith. I didn't have faith going to the NBA.
Come on. We had it in the bag. Let's be honest.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. But we're going to talk about the NBA. Okay. What are we, a week into the NBA season? Started last Tuesday. It's Tuesday again. 7 days.
Around then. Yeah, you're right.
7 days of basketball. And I've watched a lot of basketball. You haven't watched as much as me.
Hey, okay. I've seen Luka, drop 40.
You've seen the Warriors play.
Okay. I've seen, the good players drop their points, you know what I mean? Like Curry, Jimmy Butler, you know what I mean?
Look, all right. So, start of the season. There's 4 undefeated teams right now.
Yep.
Number one, it's the obvious. It's the champions.
Well, no.
Number one's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on? Of course they're undefeated.
I don't know.
Did you think they were going to lose?
OKC, yeah. I'm not
To
gonna lie.
who?
To the Mavericks. I'm not gonna lie.
You thought they were going to lose they weren't going to lose the Mavericks. Game 1, OKC versus Houston goes double overtime. Shea iced the game with free throws, I'm pretty sure. You watched the game, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure he had like 20-some free throws. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Let me just pull up this stat line real quick. OKC double overtime. Okay.
Yeah, I was watching the start of the game. I was watching it, and I don't know. Katie wasn't really getting the ball first quarter. I don't know.
Well, I mean So in this game, when you look at the Thunder, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander 35 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 47 minutes. 47 minutes. He played more time than what was even in regulation. Double OT. Kevin Durant wasn't the standout in the game. It was Alperen Şengün, 39 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists.
Yeah, I seen him making those threes. He played pretty good.
Yeah, but we're not going to. So the Thunder 4-0. That's kind of expected. They're the champs. They won 68 games last season.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
I feel like they lost almost as many games in the playoffs as they did in the entire regular season. But that's expected. Nothing surprising there. Okay, SGA, Chet Holmgren, Alex Caruso, Lou Dort, Jay Williams.
About Chet, he played amazing during the Rockets game. Like, amazing from the start. First shot of the game, he hit an and one. I seen that. I was like, oh, damn, it's about to get started. And that was an amazing first game.
You love playing with that microphone.
Yes, I do.
Thunder, that's expected. The San Antonio Spurs are 4-0. Did you expect this? Did you expect them to be this good?
Honestly, yeah, I did.
Because I saw a lot of people, because I made a few TikToks about the Spurs, and they're like, oh, they're not going to be that good. They're just a bunch of rookies.
Me in the comments, I was saying they're going to be first seed, and I was saying they're going to be amazing. I have faith in the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama, amazing player.
He's been great.
Yeah.
I saw earlier today, he said he was motivated by Chet winning Well, it's reported. This is an allegation. He's been extra motivated by the fact Chet won a championship, because there's been that comparison there, I guess, because their first seasons were technically the same season, even though Chet was drafted before. But 4-0. Victor Wembanyama's been fantastic. Lost in the sauce, Stephon Castle. Fantastic. Fantastic at everything. Great defender. Great on-ball defender. Great hands. And you need to watch more Spurs basketball, because Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year, by the way, I've been saying he's fantastic. You haven't believed me. So you got to watch more Spurs.
I've seen a couple of passes. He's pretty good at passing.
I've seen him pass a little.
Yeah,
But he gets to the rim good. And the Spurs, I think, I said they were going to be, I've been thinking they were going to be like top 4. I'm like, all right, the Spurs are going to be better than the Timberwolves. They're going to be better than the Lakers. They're going to be better than, I said OKC, Denver, and Houston were going to be better than them, but Houston lost Fred VanVleet, and they haven't looked good out the gate. So
I'm not gonna lie, my prediction for the Rockets were 5th seed this season. So I don't really see them doing that good. I don't know.
5th seed's good.
I know it's still in the playoffs, but I don't know. I don't see them winning a ring.
Well, we'll get to the Rockets later because we got to talk about the East. There's no surprises in the West. Not OKC being undefeated. I'm personally not super surprised by the Spurs being defeated. Number 1 in the Eastern Conference.
The Bulls.
The Chicago Bulls.
You know, Josh is pretty good. You know, he
Josh
knows what he's
Giddey.
doing. Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Josh Giddey. Have you watched any Bulls games?
No.
I haven't watched any Bulls games.
I haven't.
And apparently I need to because they're doing something right. I don't think this will last, but it's crazy to see. Is there anything else we could add about the Chicago Bulls? Well, hold on. Let's look at Chicago Bulls because they do have a good roster. I guess every NBA team has good rosters on paper when you look at it. Well, they have Nikola Vucevic is still on the roster, so it's not that good. But if we look at the team, Modest Bazelis, I don't know how familiar you are with him. He was drafted last year. He's played really good.
Oh, wait, let me see.
Modest Bazelis, white guy from Europe. Yeah. At least I think he's from Europe. But Basketball Reference has his nickname listed as Lil Boozyvert. So
What?
yeah. Well, no, he went to New Hampshire. What kind of name is this, though? Anyways, Modest Bazelis, a lot of hype around him last year. Was all rookie team. He's played pretty good this year. Josh Giddey is averaging 19, 9, and 6, which is all, above his career averages. So, I mean, he's played good in Chicago for the most part.
After him hitting that game winner on the Lakers, man.
Didn't he hit 2?
I don't know, actually. I think he hit 1. That's all I remember. And then after he hit that one, he's been playing amazing.
All right, let's look at who the Bulls have played because, people always like to say, oh, well, that person's had an easy schedule, right? Which I don't personally believe that as a good critique. But the Bulls have played the Pistons. The Bulls have played the Pistons. They beat them by 4. They played the Magic. They beat them by 12.
Oh, they beat the Pistons?
Then they beat the Hawks by 5.
Oh, damn.
So they're edging these victories over for the most part. I think every single team they've beaten is better than them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Pistons. I don't have the Bulls making the play-in. With a start like this, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to say now, but
Hey, just think about the Warriors went 12-3 from the start of the season, and they went down. So the Bulls can go down. You know what I mean? Any team can go down.
Well, the Blazers a few years ago started 8-0 and didn't make anything. So.
Exactly.
But the Pistons, well, what's funny? All these teams don't really have good records. Well, it's 4 games in, but I mean, Magic and Hawks are both 1-3, and I got them as 2 top 3 teams. I don't
really?
know. Yes, Magic and Hawks. I think the only team I got better than them in the East is the Knicks.
No way.
You want to go over our standings?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Actually, no. I had the Magic as 2nd seed.
See, you don't even remember, bro. You're disrespecting them, and you talk about.
Yeah. No.
But we gotta before we get to that, we can't forget about the Philadelphia 76ers, 3-0.
That's a surprise.
That is a surprise. Seemingly the Sixers are just great at drafting people because the 3 best players on their team, realistically, right now. Joel Embiid's washed. He's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George has been washed, and he's hurt. 3 best players on their team right now. One of them's hurt. But Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he's playing amazing.
VJ Edgecombe.
Same as him.
3rd overall pick. And the guy who people were saying was going to win Rookie of the Year last year until he got hurt, Jared McCain, who's still hurt. But he'll be back.
How long?
I don't know. I think he'll probably be back in, I don't know. I don't want to say, probably November. I don't remember what the injury was. I didn't think it was that severe.
Wasn't it his thumb or something?
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know off the top of my head, but So those are realistically the three best players on the team right now. And I was watching the Sixers earlier today before I went to work. I was watching them versus the Magic. And not only, I mean, look, they got a really decent team. I was watching Kelly Oubre Jr. He's being guarded by Paolo Banchero. 3 possessions in a row, mid-range jumper. The least efficient shot in basketball hits it right over Paolo, who's a big guy, probably a little bit bigger than Kelly Oubre. And I'm like, wow.
He's like 6'7" or 6'8", right?
Paolo, 6'10".
Really?
And Oubre Jr. I think is 6'9", but which I watched the game because VJ Edgecombe's playing so good, and when you watch VJ Edgecombe play, you can see it. I mean, he's great at cutting, which I saw something apparently when he was drafted that was like something they said he wasn't good at, which was slashing at the rim, getting to the rim. I don't. Maybe I misheard that because he's really damn good.
Hey man, maybe these NBA coaches teach them.
Well, yeah, obviously. But anyway, so the Sixers are 3-0. Sixers are 3-0. They don't have McCain yet. Paul George is not played. I'm not sure that would make a difference. That might hurt them. That might hurt them. And Joel Embiid's played 2 games. He didn't play against the Magic. They started Bana. I forget his first name, but he got quite a few blocks in the first quarter. He was playing great defense. But do you want to now talk about the standings, what you predicted?
Yeah. You want to go first on me?
I think, okay, well, we're going to go start with the Eastern Conference each. But go from like 15 to 1. You do who you had missing the playoffs. You do your 5 teams that are missing the playoffs in the East, and then I'll do my 5, and we'll go kind of back and forth like that a little bit.
Let's be honest. The Wizards are definitely missing the playoffs.
Nothing controversial there.
There's really nothing to say, man. They're not a good team.
That's your 15 seed?
Yeah. My 14th, this might be a shocker, but it's the Miami Heat.
The Miami Heat?
Yeah, it's the Miami Heat. I don't know. They suck. They just suck, man.
That's all there is to it. They're bad. They're good.
I don't know. I don't really see them playing that good. Maybe. Actually, what's their record right now? Like,
they're probably like 1-3. I think they beat the.
No.
They beat the.
I think they're doing good. Actually,
I think they beat one team.
Wait.
But, yeah, they need to blow it up. Miami's bad. So.
I mean, yeah. After Jimmy lost motivation and love for the game, and traded him, and like, yeah, the fucking Miami Heat are 2-1. They're about to be 3-1. Some bullshit, man.
Hey, man, we're gonna have to bleep that.
Oh no, we don't. It's all right. Then the Raptors.
I'm gonna hit you with that beep on that.
I got the Raptors at the 13th seed.
Okay.
Honestly, I think Scotty Barnes is an amazing player, but I don't think he can carry this team.
I think
they need a little more time. More time.
And 12.
I skipped 12? No, I did not.
What did you say?
Oh, no, I didn't. I did skip 12. I got the Hornets.
Okay.
They only have one good player, LaMelo Ball.
You don't know ball. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna speak that in a second. But who you got? 11. 11.
Let me. The Nets.
The Nets.
Yeah. The Nets.
Okay. So my 15. Well, this isn't actually. This is an older draft, but my 15, number 15, the Brooklyn Nets.
Really?
Yeah, are they 0-4? 0-3? They haven't won yet.
Let me check.
So the Nets, that's the Cam Thomas show. That's the Michael Porter Jr. show. Cam Thomas dropped 40 with 0 assists.
Yeah, the Nets are 0-4 right now.
So 14, I've got the Wizards, and I've got the Wizards because they actually have talent. Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George, Alex Sarr, Chris Middleton. He's a good veteran for those guys. C.J. McCollum's there. Like, they're probably going to win, 22 games. So, 13, I have the Miami Heat. They need to blow it up. They got to. Well, the problem with blowing it up is, what the hell do you get for Tyler Hero? What are you going to get for Andrew Wiggins? What are you going to get for Bam? They're all good players, but maybe they don't trade Bam, but they got to blow it up. They got to just restart. which it wouldn't be a long restart because they've got already got good young players like Jaime Jaquez and Khalil Ware. So
I don't know. Andrew Wiggins has a ring, and he has fucking knowledge. Sorry about the cussing. He has knowledge in the finals. You know what I mean?
well, yeah. Oh, and they got Norman Powell. They could trade Norman Powell for something good. They could trade him to like the Knicks. Give him Jordan Clarkson for Norman Powell, but that wouldn't be a thing. Anyways, so 13's Miami. 12, I have the Chicago Bulls. If anyone watches this podcast or hears it, they're going to be like, you don't know ball. That's what they're going to say. I'm just envisioning comments right now.
Hey, these are just predictions, okay?
Yeah, we're giving our late predictions because we're already a week into the season. 12 is the Chicago Bulls, 3-0 start. I don't think they're going to do anything with it. They're going to throw it away. They're not that good of a team.
I have the Bulls at 10th seed, not going to lie.
11. This is where it gets a little, spicy. So how do you feel about this? The 11th seed will be the Milwaukee Bucks.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
The 11th seed, and you want to know why?
Why?
Not only are they a bad team, they don't have any, real depth. What is their starting five? Like Giannis, Miles Turner, who hasn't, been stellar. AJ Green. Is it AJ Green, I think? Gary Trent Jr. and Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, come on, that's not a good team. I mean, when three of the players are Antetokounmpo and only one of them is Giannis, you don't have a very good team.
I don't know. Giannis can definitely carry a team on his back.
Not a team this bad.
Hey, they got Miles Turner. I don't know.
Miles Turner, he's not been lighting the world on fire. But the reason I have him 11 is because I think Giannis is going to get traded.
Really? What?
Yes. I think Giannis will get traded. I don't know where he'll get traded, but maybe he doesn't even get traded. I only have them 11 if Giannis gets traded because I don't think they're going to be very good with Giannis. If he gets traded before the trade deadline, they're missing the plan. If he gets traded after, they're going to make the plan. They're not going to be like a top 6 team.
Why would you trade a player that is amazing?
He doesn't want to be there. Why would you trade a player that's amazing?
He didn't say that, did he?
He said, look, my mind could change in the next 12 months. Maybe I don't want to be here in 12 months. It's only human. He said something like that. Giannis is a guy who, it's no secret, he wants to leave. Luka wanted to stay in Dallas. They still traded Luka Doncic, which is crazy. So I don't have the Bucks making the Bucks. I think Giannis is going to get traded.
I don't know about that one. I don't see it happening.
I can see it happening.
Well, take a guess. Like where?
Wait. The report is he wants to go to New York.
Come on.
New York. And look, they could do Giannis for Karl Anthony Towns and some picks. And even if, Cats played great in New York. And I think the Knicks are going to be, they could be in the finals. They will be in the finals if they trade for Giannis. So.
Wow, that would be a great duo. Jaylen Brown and Giannis.
Jalen Brunson.
Fuck you. Okay.
Calm
that one out.
No, I'll just bleep him. All right. So, who do you got making the play-in? 10 through 7.
10th seed. I got the Bulls. I feel like Josh Giddey can get them a couple wins. He can average a triple-double. He can play defense and offense. But I don't really see this team getting anywhere. But even though they're 3-0, I just don't see it. For my 9th seed, I had the Pacers.
Okay.
Tyrese just got injured. I know they just went to the finals. Now they don't got Miles Turner. So, honestly, I feel like they lost all their motivation after losing in the finals. And they don't have their point guard.
I think they're 0-4.
Yeah, they're 0-3 right now.
0-3?
Yeah. And then my 8th seed.
It was a close one against the Thunder, though.
I got the 8th seed. 76ers.
Okay.
Joel Embiid. He's a bum. Getting paid all this money just to play like dog crap. But Tyrese Maxey.
Well, he's hurt,
Yeah,
he's
been hurt. He's been hurt.
He's always hurt. He's washed.
Tyrese Maxey playing amazing. Paul George, when he comes back, I feel like they'll step up the game. But honestly, I don't think they're going to stay healthy. So
they got Quentin Grimes as well. Quentin Grimes is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. 7th seed. The Celtics.
Okay. There's not a lot of. We've got mostly the same teams in the play-in range, which means I think we have actually, except for one, I think we have the exact same teams in the top 6. There's one in there where you're gonna hear me say it, and you're gonna be like, "What are you talking about, dude?"
Oh gosh, what is it?
But 10 through 7 in the play-in. Number 10, I got the Charlotte Hornets, and let me tell you something. You don't know ball. Because not only do they have LaMelo Ball, they've got Brandon Miller. Well, you ain't seen a lot of Brandon Miller play because, it's Charlotte. Are you going to really watch Charlotte games? Probably not. Brandon Miller is pretty damn good. And
LaMelo just had an amazing game, 38, 13, and 13.
Yeah,
right?
Well, they got a lot of good rookies. They just drafted Ryan Kalkbrenner and Con Knipple.
Knipple.
Yeah, it's a funny name. Brandon Miller. Here we go. Well, he's not been stellar his first 2 games. He's actually he's injured right now, without a timetable to return. So you haven't been
Really, what happened?
He's got a hurt shoulder. But last season,
yeah, that ain't good.
His rookie season, he was 3rd in Rookie of the Year. His last season, he averaged 21 points, 1 steal, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He wasn't really efficient, but he's playing in Charlotte. You can only be so efficient. Brandon Miller is, and they brought in some Colin Sexton. They brought back Mason Plumlee. That's some good veteran experience right there for the Hornets. So I think they'll finally make the play-in. Number 9, I have the Boston Celtics. They're off to a bad start. Jaylen Brown, his hairline's getting everywhere. His hairline's everywhere. I think he's on stream right now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's not talking. They ain't focused about basketball. Derek White's played good, but Derek White always plays good. The Celtics just, this is kind of like a down year for them. Will they? I could even see them not make the playoffs, and just go for a lottery. I mean, Joe Mazzulla the other night was kind of, pissed at them, so maybe not. With a coach like Joe Mazzulla, do you miss the playoffs completely? I don't know. But the 8th seed, the Indiana Pacers, they have more depth than the Celtics. And I think that they have more depth, and they're more connected because it's basically the same team. They brought in Jay Huff, and they lost Miles Turner, and Tyrese is out with injury. That's literally the only roster changes. They still got the Eastern Conference Finals MVP Pascal Siakam. They got one of the best defenders in the Eastern Conference, Andrew Nembhard. Aaron Nesmith is lethal. Benedict Mathurin is phenomenal. They've got they got the T.J. McConnell. He actually I don't think he played that game against the Thunder. So he might be suffering from a little bit of an injury right now. But the Pacers are great, and Rick Carlisle is a great coach. It's a very serious franchise. So I can see them making the 8th seed. 7th seed, the Philadelphia 76ers. We've already talked about the Sixers a little bit because, they've been playing great. 3-0. Could be 4-0. Who are they playing next?
I don't know.
Well, they're probably going to beat them. I feel like you said Kings.
Oh, yeah, they're playing Kings.
Yeah, they're going to beat the Kings. Austin Reeves just gave the Kings 50. My Phoenix Suns beat the Sacramento Kings. My Phoenix Suns have only beat the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, wait, no, they're playing the Celtics next.
Well, they're going to win that game, too. So that's the play-in. The Bucks, the Celtics, the Pacers, the Sixers. If it went in that order, not the Bucks, the Hornets. The Hornets, the Celtics, the Pacers, the Sixers. If it went in that order, I would have... Well, Tatum will be back for the Celtics, probably. So I'm going to have the Celtics beat the Hornets, and then I'd have the Pacers beat the Sixers, and then I'd have the Celtics beat the Sixers. So it'd be the Celtics going to the playoffs and the Pacers going to the playoffs. So 6 through 1, who do you have locked in to making the playoffs in the Eastern Conference?
Honestly, I got faith in this team. I got the Bucks at 6. 6 seed. Giannis is a 2-time MVP. Okay, They just got Miles Turner. I feel like he can step up the game. And, Giannis can do whatever he wants.
Put your mic a little closer to your mouth.
Giannis can do whatever he wants.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, I got a little sexual.
My bad.
So you got you got Bucks 6.
Yeah, then the 5th seed, I got the Hawks. I know they started off bad, but, they just got Porzingis. They got Trae Young.
Well, they were missing Porzingis and Zachary Razache, I think a night or two ago. So that that was a loss where they didn't have their whole starting five. They didn't have their big men starting Onika Okongwu. And, if you're starting Onika Okongwu, your chances of going down, nothing wrong with Onika Okongwu, but your chances of going down, chances of winning go down drastically. Just hit you with some Steiner math. So that's 5 seed 4.
This might be a shocker, okay? They were the best team, okay? They were the best team. But they did so bad in the playoffs. Guess who it is?
I have them in the exact same spot.
Really?
Yeah.
The Cavs.
Yeah.
The Cavs at 4 seed.
Cleveland.
After seeing them in the playoffs last season, I don't think they're. I'm sorry, but no.
Well, they're a good regular season team, but that's about it. They haven't proven anything in the playoffs in 3 years. So who's 3? Because you just had you're just like, yeah, the Cavs are gonna suck. Moving on. They're all. What are they? They're like 2-1, 3-1.
I think they're playing a game right now. I think they're 2-1 right now.
Okay.
They're playing. They probably just finished, but I got the 3rd seed Pistons.
Okay.
Cade Cunningham or whatever.
1-3 start.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
He's not even playing that good right now, is he?
Well,
I think he has a chance of winning MVP. Not gonna lie.
Well, he was like 6th or 7th in MVP voting last season, but that a top 10 MVP finish. That's pretty good. 2. I think we've got the same top 2.
Miami.
Really, buddy?
Orlando Magic. My bad.
Wrong city.
Orlando Magic. Okay. I'm a little tired. I got the Magic at 2.
Orlando Magic.
I think Paolo, can play very good.
It was brought to my attention how inefficient Paolo Banchero is. I was watching this TikTok, and it had his efficiency chart. And this is pure Franz Wagner propaganda, because the guy's like, I like the creator of the TikTok. He's like, Franz Wagner is the best player on this team. And, maybe he is. Franz Wagner is very good. Paolo is kind of inefficient from everywhere on the floor. And the guy goes, everyone compares him to LeBron, but he's more like a watered-down Carmelo Anthony. I was like, what? It's kind of a fair comparison. But I think Paolo's good. I'm a Paolo Banchero guy, if to put in a word. So number 1 is...
it is the Knicks.
New York.
They got clutch player of the year himself, Jalen Brunson. They got Cat. They got
the best wing combo in the NBA.
They got Josh Hart.
Except for the Thunder, but
I don't know. I don't see them winning a ring.
I haven't watched the Knicks game yet, and I feel dirty about that I haven't watched.
They're playing the Bucks right now.
Yeah, I know it's on NBC. I feel dirty that I haven't watched a Bucks game, or not a Bucks game, a Knicks game yet. I'm going to. I just haven't got around to it. I've been focused on these other teams because I'm like, well, the Knicks are going to be good anyways, and they've been good anyways. They lost to Miami, and that was like, well, how the hell do you lose to Miami? And that was about it. But so 6 through 1 for me. Number 6, the Toronto Raptors. How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
The Toronto Raptors are making the play. That's my bold prediction. The Bucks are missing, and the Bucks are out, and the Raptors are in. And they're not in the play-in. They're in the playoffs. No doubt about it.
Nah, I don't see it happening.
5 words. Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is the X factor for this team. Brandon Ingram, if you watch the Toronto Raptors play, I saw this in the preseason.
He looks like he's 45, though.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing. Talon Horton-Tucker looks like he's 50. He's 25. And he's not even in the league. But so if you watch the Raptors play, they play a very fast-paced style where their whole goal, unless you are Brandon Ingram, is go in transition, shoot a three. If a three's not open, drive to the paint. If the lane's not open, kick for a three. So it's literally just three or drive. Unless you're Brandon Ingram, you get to shoot at mid-range, or Scotty Barnes, I guess. But they have a very underrated team, in my opinion. I like their coach. What's his name? Like Darko Rajakovic or something like that. Very respected coach in Europe. Very respected coach globally. So they got Scotty Barnes. They got Brandon Ingram, both former All-Stars. Barnes didn't play any games for them last season. He played like 9 games for the Pelicans and got traded while he was hurt. R.J. Barrett, who in the games I've seen has looked good. Emmanuel Quickley. They got Jakob Poeltl, Grady Dick. Yeah, I knew you were gonna laugh, jokester. Jacoby Walter, and then look, the only problem I see with the Raptors is they don't have a true point guard. Like they got Emmanuel Quickley at point guard, but he's not really like the guy that's a playmaker. You know, he's not a Chris Paul type player where he's running the offense, or even like a Jalen Brunson type player, or even a Giannis. Giannis runs the offense for the Bucks, and so that's what I gotta say about the Raptors. Number 5, the Detroit Pistons. I think they're gonna win probably like 57, 56, 55 games. I think they won like 44 last year.
57?
57? That's reasonable.
For 5th seed? I don't know.
Well, yeah, hey, anything could happen. It's the NBA. 45 to 57 games, maybe they tie with the number 4 seed. The Pistons are great. I saw that they got Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, who hasn't played yet this season, Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, or as one TikToker I saw called him Beef Stew because he's always trying to fight people, which is, valid. Marcus Sasser, Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris over me? Is that what we're talking about? I saw they're not going to. There was a report that they don't want to re-sign Jaden Ivey or Jalen Duren. I'm like, what? Okay, Jaden Ivey I kind of understand because he's injured a lot, but Jalen Duren, I mean, come on, that's the man. Cade Cunningham can run an offense like a wizard. He is really good at making tough shots, and he's the guy. And he's finally getting recognition for being the guy because Detroit doesn't suck anymore, even though I think they're 1-3. But they played a really tough game against the Houston Rockets, and that first half was crazy. There was so many sequences where players were just getting in each other's faces, and at one point, who was it? It was Jalen Duren and
Jabari Smith, I think.
It was Jalen Duren and I think Asar Thompson. Jalen Duren goes up for a dunk. Asar just smacks his arm really hard, so there's a foul before he goes up. Shit. So Duren pushes him, and then on the very next play, because it was a non-shooting foul, I guess. Very next play, Jalen Duren runs right into Asar Thompson, just elbows him hard as hell in the face. Blatant, right in front of the official, immediately ejected. So, the Pistons, they're embracing the bad boy era physicality. And, you got to love it because someone's got to be physical. I want to see the Pistons versus the Thunder. I want to see how that game would go. Where they're just, because, as much as Shea gets free throws, all the other defenders on that team just try and, do MMA on the other team. Like Lou Dort just body slams people, and that's called defense. But number 4, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs do not strike me really. I mean, I feel like we're underrating the Cavs because everyone says the Cavs are going to be good.
Nah.
They got a. How do you feel about Lonzo Ball? Lonzo Ball is on the Cavs, and people will act like that's a big deal. I don't really care that Lonzo Ball is on the Cavs.
At first, I was like, I thought it was a big deal, but then after seeing him play, I don't.
Ty Jerome won 6th Man of the Year last year, right?
I have no idea.
I think Ty Jerome, and he was on the Cavs, and he left, and they replaced him with Lonzo. I don't think Lonzo Ball is an upgrade over Ty Jerome. But so they got Darius Garland, they got Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, DeAndre Hunter. I think they got him from Atlanta. I don't know. Like, they haven't. for as much as people say, "Oh, the Knicks are never making it to the finals," Knicks have made it farther than the Cavs. The Cavs don't get any crap about it, and they literally fall apart the same way every year. They get injured every year in the second round. So, what are you gonna do? Cleveland, they might win more regular season games than we're saying, but I don't think they're gonna do anything in the playoffs. They're probably gonna be like if it was Cavs Pistons in the playoffs, it's going to 7, and I got my money on Detroit. Number 3, the Atlanta Hawks. ATL in the playoffs, missing the play-in. They're in a 1-3 start. They're not looking too hot. But you want to know what? 2 words. Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson is healthy. And you need to watch Jalen Johnson play. Because I know you haven't seen him play. You've barely ever heard his name. 36 games last season, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He's the guy for Atlanta. So they got Jalen Johnson. They got Dyson Daniels, who, look, I'm gonna chalk Atlanta's early losses too. Dyson Daniels not playing like Dyson Daniels. He's been in foul trouble. He, I think might have been against the Magic. They lost to the Magic, and it was mostly because Dyson Daniels was in foul trouble the whole game. So, they got Trae Young, the point guard, the multiple-time All-Star. All right, he's been in Atlanta his whole career. Jalen Johnson, Zachary Razache, who was first overall pick in 2024. Dyson Daniels, Kristaps Porzingis, Onika Okongwu. They brought in Luke Kennard. They brought in Nickeil Alexander-Walker from the Timberwolves. It's a good team. I think they could make a trade to become a little bit better. Number 2 is the Orlando Magic. What could you say? Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, both all-star caliber players. They brought in Desmond Bane, who could be an all-star based on how weak this Eastern Conference is. Bro, why are you licking the mic over there? They got Jalen Suggs, who's kind of he's like Orlando's Josh Hart in a way. That's how I've always viewed him. And they got Wendell Carter Jr., who, he's pretty good. So Orlando's a good team. We've already talked about Orlando. New York Knicks, number 1. I got the Knicks going to the finals. They got new coach, Mike Brown. All right, they got the clutch player of the year, the captain, the king of New York, Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson. They got the best wing duo in the Eastern Conference, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, both all defensive caliber players. All defensive caliber players. They got Josh Hart, the heart of the team. They got Karl Anthony Towns. Off the bench, Miles McBride, Mitchell Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, Gershon Yabusele, Tyler Kolek. It's a good team, and they could trade for Giannis and become even better. So, that's the Eastern Conference. Do you have the Knicks going to the finals?
No.
You don't have the Knicks going to the finals? Who do you have going to the finals in the East? Who's coming out?
Honestly, I do got the Knicks going to the finals.
So what did you say no for?
I don't know, like...
Take a good long look at all those teams.
The Knicks are going to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's pretty cut and dry. And if they don't go, you know who I got going? The Magic. Because, I mean, who else is going to go? I don't think the Cavs are going. They never make it far. But now...
Nah, honestly, it's going to be the Knicks or the Cavs.
We're switching to the West. We're switching to the West. And then we're going to go over our awards after this. But we're going to talk about this. So the West, 15 through 11. Who do you have?
You just want me to speed through it?
No, you can take your time. Because I just took for a while. I mean, I was talking, and you weren't even saying anything. Be more talkative. Come on, man. This is a podcast. You're supposed to talk.
The Jazz, I got the Jazz at the 15th seed. But I'm pretty sure they got a good start this season, right?
The Jazz? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Jazz record. I mean, they just beat my Phoenix Suns. And I'm going to change this right now on the fly. I shouldn't. No, I'm not going to do it. They're 2-1.
2-1, not bad. Honestly, I feel like if Ace Bailey, gets in his, in his game, I feel like they could do better than that. Honestly, I see the Jazz, doing I don't know. I don't really see them doing anything.
So that's why you got them the 15 seed. Yeah, I know. Larry Markkinen just dropped 50 points. So.
Yeah, I seen that. I was in shock. But number 14th seed, the Kings.
The Kings. Sacramento.
Yeah. Their sixth man is literally Westbrook. Like, come on.
It's Westbrook. Come on now. So, okay. That's all you got. Well, we got the same two there.
This might be a shocker, honestly, for you. The 13th seed. The Grizzlies.
Dude, I got the same.
Really?
Yeah, I got the Grizzlies there.
This team cannot stay healthy, okay? John Morant, injured, okay?
Yeah.
That's their star player.
He got injured?
No, he ain't injured right now, I'm pretty sure. But, like,
I was about to say.
come on. They're not even playing that good right now. So, I don't know. Usually their star injuries get play. Their star injury. Man, their star players get injured. Okay, I don't really see them going anywhere.
You got to rage quit a pod.
The 12th seed.
I gotta adjust my seat. All right, so 12th seed. Who you got 11?
Oh yeah, 11. I got the Blazers.
Okay.
I know the team's young. Honestly, Shaedon Sharp. I think he's going to get most improved probably of the year. I think he's going to,
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
They got Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Drew Holiday too. I think they got very good potential. Honestly, I think they can probably get in the playoffs.
They're going to sneak in through the back door.
I think so. I think they can.
All right, well.
And they just got Yang, so he's pretty tall.
You wanted him on the Warriors. Remember that?
Yeah.
First time you seen him, you're like, he's a Warrior.
That is true.
And then they might have not even. I don't know if they had the opportunity to pick him, but I don't know if they would have. All right, so for 15, I got the Jazz. The Jazz are they got a collection of players. That's about as good as it gets for them. They got a collection of basketball players.
Wait! I forgot one.
You forgot one?
The 12th, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot the 12th. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you did because you went.
The Phoenix Suns.
Oh.
I know you don't like to hear that. I know they got Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks.
They got a lot of players.
But what is Jalen Green going to do?
Jalen
can't do anything in the playoffs, man.
He's had one playoffs. You know what Devin Booker did in the playoffs? First year he was there, went to the finals. And everyone's got a different experience.
I don't know. Dylan Brooks is an amazing player, but they're both injured.
He thinks he's Kobe right now. If you watch the Suns play, Dylan Brooks is taking like 20 shots a game, I promise. And he's airballing at least 5 of them a game. he's airballing the shots. I watched him take a fadeaway over someone, a mid-range fadeaway, completely missed everything. 15 seed, I got the Jazz. The Jazz have a collection of players. I really like Ace Bailey.
He's probably going to win rookie of the year. That's my guess.
He's not even starting yet, though. That's the thing.
Really?
He's not starting.
Wow.
Yeah, his first game, I think he put up like 3 points. The second game, he put up like 2. But, it's his first game. What could you do? 14 seed, I got the Kings. The Kings are terrible defense, no spacing at all. Their second best player, maybe you could even argue he's his best player. Their best player, DeMar DeRozan, cannot shoot threes. He is a mid-range connoisseur, specialist. They brought in Russ. That does nothing, even though he played pretty good against the Lakers. But Russ does nothing. Domantas Sabonis. They call Şengün baby Jokic, right? If Şengün is baby Jokic, Domantas Sabonis is a kid Jokic didn't want and left at a fire station. Because Domantas Sabonis, I don't like watching him play at all.
Oh, Şengün baby Jokic?
Yeah, they call him baby Jokic.
Honestly, he kind of does play like Jokic a little bit.
Get closer to the mic, buddy. You gotta pick
My bad.
All right. 13 seed, I got the Grizzlies. They can't stay healthy. They're just not a good ball team. Their center, what's their name? Zach Edey. He's hurt. Jaren Jackson's hurt. What did you just do?
Coughed.
Zach Edey's hurt. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s hurt. John Morant's going to get hurt. Okay. They got Gigi Jackson. They got Jalen Wells, and those are some good players. I mean, they're all good players, but they just can't stay healthy. That's the thing. And, yeah, that's just I mean, they fired their coach with like 5 games left. I don't even know who their coach is right now. I think he's Swedish or Finnish. I don't even know. You can't even say the guy's name. You don't know how to say it. All right. So, yeah, they're not going to be good. And I think they should trade John Morant. I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a big guy that can't even rebound. He averages like 5 rebounds a game. Number 12, I've got a team with some Golden State Warriors legends. I got the Pelicans. All right, I got the Pelicans 12. Zion's going to get hurt. Jordan Poole's going to play kind of inefficient basketball. I don't see anything with the Pelicans. I don't. Number 11. You're going to want to be close to the mic for this. Number 11.
No.
You're Golden State Warriors.
No way.
What do you mean no way?
Man, no.
They've had a good start, but they're a bunch of old guys. It's a young man's game. They're a bunch of old guys.
They have more chemistry in the NBA. I think they got it, honestly, in the bag. I think they got it.
Oh, no, they don't.
Yeah, they have it, man. They have it.
Their biggest signing. This is where we're gonna get our YouTube short from, just us debating the Warriors. The Warriors are gonna be the 11th seed. Their big signing.
I don't see that happening.
What? Stop messing with the mic.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh, man.
It needs to get tight.
It's technical. Yeah, because you keep touching it.
All right, there we go.
The Warriors are going to be the 11th seed. Their big signing was a 39-year-old Al Horford who's not playing back-to-backs.
That is perfectly fine. We don't need him back-to-backs.
You know who they signed? This was their whole offseason. You don't need them back-to-backs. You lost the back-to-back. You didn't have them in.
We're 3-1 right now. We're about to play against the Clippers. Usually we don't play good against them, but I think we got it.
Well, the Clippers have Bradley Beal, so they're not going to play good.
I feel like he's going to do good this season.
Yeah, he put up 6 points. When they beat the Suns by 20, Bradley Beal had like 6 points. And we're still paying him. The Suns are still paying him. Anyways, so the Warriors are going to be the 11th seed. Their big moves in the offseason, 39-year-old Al Horford to a multi-year deal. He won't play back-to-backs. Re-signing Jonathan Kuminga, who doesn't want to be there and will get traded.
He's playing amazing, though.
He's playing amazing, but he doesn't want to be there. He don't like Kerr. It's an open secret. No doubt about it. We're bringing back Gary Payton II and signing Seth Curry. Can I ask you a question? Be completely honest when you answer this. If the Warriors didn't sign those two guys, would they be in the NBA?
Who, Jonathan Kuminga?
No, Gary Payton and Seth Curry. That's a nepotism signing.
I don't know. But Gary Payton should have offers. I'm being honest with you. He's an amazing player. He can play defense. He can cut. He can cut.
There's no team in the NBA that's clamoring for Seth Curry. I mean, the Blazers got Gary Payton after the Warriors won that ring, and then they traded him back. They're like, take him back. We don't want him.
Wasn't Gary Payton on the Celtics too?
I don't know about that, but I know he was on the Blazers, and he was on the Warriors. They won a ring. Peyton went to the Blazers, and then they traded him back. They're like, here you go. Take him back. We don't want him. So I don't even think Seth Curry would be in the league if he wasn't on the Warriors. Didn't they cut him so they can re-sign him again?
Who, Seth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna sign him.
The Warriors.
February, I think.
The NBA's got some weird salary rules. Like CJ McCollum, I'm pretty sure is the head of the Players Association. They gotta replace him. He's got some weird rules. So 10 through 7. Who do you got in the play-in?
Give me a second.
I'm trying to find your list.
10 through 7.
Yeah.
I got the 10th seed as the Pelicans.
Oh, the Pelicans.
Yeah. If Zion stays healthy, honestly, I think the team can go to the playoffs. Jordan Poole and Zion could average 20 points a game. I feel like they could. I know Zion can. I don't know about JP, and they just got Kevon Looney.
Well, you know what they do with the pools in New Orleans? Those pools are murky. So that pool party's going to be dirty.
All right, bro. All right, I got the 9 seed Clippers.
Hold on. You want to know the only thing I got to say about Pelicans is Zion was healthy in 2024 and they didn't make the playoffs. So.
Yeah, but they made some moves. I feel like they got it now.
How do you feel about Kevon Looney leaving the Warriors?
Oh, man. It kind of broke my heart a little bit. I was in shock, not gonna lie, but he's happy now. You know, he's with Jordan Poole, his favorite player to play with.
Yeah,
You know, I got the Clippers at the 9th seed.
Clippers at the 9 seed.
I know they're old, but I feel like they still can play good.
Yeah.
And honestly, in injuries, Kawhi getting injured, I don't think James Harden is going to get
The
injured.
Clippers are more of an unction than the Warriors.
I think the average age for the Warriors is 35.5, and I don't know about the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers are, they're a bunch of artifacts.
And then this might be a shocker, but
8 is
the Timberwolves.
okay. Wow.
I love the Timberwolves, but honestly, I feel like they just can't win a championship.
Well, you see, the West is tight. I don't think it's going to be as tough this year as it was last year. So I could see the Timberwolves slip to 8. That's not where I have them, but
Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards, it's an amazing duo, but same as Nas Reed.
And what moves did they make? All I know they did is they lost Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
I think they just re-signed people. I think that's what happened.
I don't think they should. They should have done a sign and trade, get rid of Julius Randle.
I think they re-signed.
That's what they should've
No. Julius Randle played good, honestly.
I think they could get someone better.
Okay, this one you might hate. The 7th seed, the Lakers.
The Lakers? Why would I hate that?
They got Luka Doncic,
Luka Doncic.
LeBron James, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, AR-15. Amazing players. Marcus Smart, I don't know about him. DeAndre Ayton, I don't know about him. I know he went to the finals, but I don't see them doing that good, honestly.
DeAndre Ayton's actually been playing good. Like that first game, he looked bad. I didn't watch the Lakers versus Timberwolves, but I seen some clips. He played good. He had a good stat line. Against the Kings, he looked great. I mean, he ate Domantas Sabonis up like a cupcake.
Yeah, Sabonis used to be amazing. What happened to that dude?
Playing in Sacramento will demoralize you, but so that's your 10 through 7.
Yeah, but I feel like they can get in the 6th seed. I feel like they can make the playoffs probably. All
right. So for me, number 10, I got the Portland Trailblazers. All right, the Portland Trailblazers, very good team. When you just look at who they got, Drew Holiday, Denny Advia, Tamani Kamara, all NBA defender last season. I'm still upset the Suns traded him. We drafted him, and then we traded him for Yusuf Nurkic. We traded an all-NBA caliber. Could you imagine the Suns backcourt right now, or the Suns wings right now? We could right now have Tamani Kamara.
Wait, who do you have the Suns at?
Well, I haven't got to that yet.
Oh.
We right now could have Tomani Kamara and Ryan Dunn as our wing defenders, and both of those guys are all NBA caliber defenders. And I would love that. I mean, Dylan Brooks is cool, but I mean, he didn't even play last game. But so yeah, the Blazers, Hansen Yang, Donovan Clingan, they got a lot of young big guys. They got a lot of young players just in general. Still got Jeremy Grant. I think he's still on a bad contract. I'm not completely sure about that, but brought in Dame. They did just their coach was just arrested by the FBI. So, but they brought in Thiago Splitter, who former NBA player. I think he was a champion with the Spurs. So they got a new coach, and honestly, that's good for them because what the hell has Chauncey Billups ever done with the Blazers? I think have they missed the playoffs every year or almost every year he's been the coach? I mean, get the hell out of there, Chauncey. I mean, he wasn't doing a good job anyways. It's probably the best thing in the world for the Blazers that he got arrested. Number 9, I got the Clippers, just like where you got them. I got the Clippers. Nothing really special about them. They brought in Bradley Beal.
Kawhi can play amazing.
Kawhi's always great. Apparently he's been getting paid by a tree company, but that's neither here nor there. Bradley Beal. They brought in Bradley Beal, who's buns. He's washed.
I low-key thought he's gonna be good this season. He still has a chance though.
He's the most washed player of all time. Can't believe I had to watch him play for a season and a half in Phoenix. 2 seasons actually, because we had to buy him out in the summer. Then who else they bring in? They brought in Brook Lopez. What a move!
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're looking to contend. We're gonna bring in old Brook Lopez and washed Bradley Beal. What a team!
Has he been playing bad, Brook Lopez?
He's like 40.
I don't think he's been playing bad though.
Look, he's not gonna be playing good enough, But enough of that. Number 8. The Phoenix Suns making the playoffs. They're a better team this year than they were last year. And I know that's not saying much, but the matter of the fact is they got Devin Booker. All right. And look, Devin Booker, he's been playing pretty solid to start the season. His only problem is, He's averaging like 5 turnovers a game because he's been, for some reason, feeling the need to pass. And Dylan Brooks has literally said, I love Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is like, hey, you're Devin Booker, okay? You're not Magic Johnson. You're not John Stockton. You're not Chris Paul. Stop passing the damn ball. Shoot the damn ball. That's what Dylan Brooks is even aware. Booker's got to stop doing this. And we don't have Jalen Green to start the season. He's been hurt. I'm excited to see him play. So, here's the thing. The Suns have the most underrated roster in the league. Because when you look at it, Dylan Brooks is low-key a culture changer. I mean, he was part of Memphis's peak when they were making the playoffs back-to-back years as 2 seed. Who was on that team? DB3. He goes to Houston. They win 20-plus games than the previous season. And then they make the playoffs as the 2 seed. Now he's in Phoenix. He's changing the culture. He's mentoring the rookies. Dylan Brooks is an unk now. He's a veteran. He's out there with Ryan Dunn, who's already a fantastic defender. He's out there with Oso Ighodaro. And quite frankly, I'm going to chalk the Suns' loss against the Jazz up to a Lauri Markkanen outburst and the fact we did not start Colin Gillespie. We got a new coach. He's still trying to figure things out. Jordan Knott. And Mark Williams is still on minutes restrictions. He's not even starting because we want to make sure he's healthy. So I think come the end of the season, we'll be a better team than we are right now. Just better vibes, better vibes. But number 7, the Dallas Mavericks.
What?
Yeah. What are they? They only got 1 win, maybe 2 at this moment.
I think they have 1 right now, yeah.
Yeah, so the Mavericks, look, Cooper Flagg's not he's not gotten off to a very hot start. He's 18. Come on, what are you going to do? He's 18. Anthony Davis, came into training camp fat.
What?
Yeah, he's out of shape a little bit. He's trying to get into shape by being out of shape. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said he lost like 20 pounds in a season before.
Yeah, so AD, he's not playing his best basketball. Kyrie's going to be out till November at the earliest, late November at the earliest. So they don't really got a point guard yet. And I like the Mavericks, and I think they'll be good the next few seasons. But this season, it's growing pains. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about the Mavericks. So 6-1 for you in the Western Conference. Some might say that the deepest Western Conference in the history of basketball. I've actually heard no one say that, but who do you got as the 6th seed?
You're going to get in shock on this one.
If you're going to say the Warriors.
Nah.
You got the Warriors higher?
Yeah.
Yo, you are glazing.
I got the Nuggets at the 6th seed.
What? The Nuggets 6?
Yeah, I got them at the 6th.
What is your reasoning? I need to understand your mindset. You got to watch Nuggets basketball. I don't know. I don't really see them doing good. You don't see them doing good? They've lost.
I know they just traded MPJ for Cam Johnson, but Cam Johnson, he hasn't really been playing good. So they only made that one move, right?
No. See, look, you've been out the loop. They traded for Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
They brought back Bruce Brown. They brought Tim Hardaway Jr., and Tim Hardaway Jr. hasn't played that good.
In my notes, it actually says the Nuggets could be 2nd seed. I was struggling to choose who was going to be like through the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Man, I was struggling, man.
And they brought Jonas Valanciunas, who, Jonas Valanciunas would have rather went to Greece than played in Denver, but, it's besides the point, I guess.
I know Jokic is an amazing player, okay, but I don't think he,
Jamal Murray, Christian Brown. That's actually my cousin's name. I have a cousin named Christian Brown.
Jamal Murray. He's good.
He just had like 40, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Number 5.
There, I see the smile on your face.
The Warriors. Okay.
Glaze.
It ain't. I know it's my favorite team. I'm not trying to glaze them, but come on.
What do you mean, come on?
Come on. They got Jimmy Butler. They got Jonathan Kuminga. He's playing good. He just dropped 25 against Grizzlies. Our youngins, they're playing good. Podziemski playing good.
He's one of the worst players I've ever seen.
He played amazing.
Nah, I'm hating.
Buddy Hield, I think he's going to have the best season of his life.
Yo, what did Buddy Hield do when he came to Golden State where he's just become the best player of his career and he's like 30?
I'm not going to lie. Buddy Hield kind of saved Curry's legacy. Game 7 against the Rockets. If he lost that 3-1 lead, I was gonna be so mad, and I know he would have got clowned.
Oh yeah, because you were mad when you watched them lose to the Timberwolves. You watched them lose Game 6 to the Timberwolves.
Yes, I did, but
you're
like you don't remember seeing that Julius Randle call where he did not even get hit at all, and he got a
This
call.
is the most passionate you've got. You're talking about the Warriors now. You're getting no. Do you remember that time the ref screwed him over?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, no, that was hilarious, and I pointed that out to you, and you're like, "What is going on?"
I was so disappointed. I was about to just tweak.
Yeah, you were about to cry.
Yes, for my 4th seed, the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
I know they don't really have a point guard right now, but he's out for the season, right, Fred?
Probably.
They got Kevin Durant.
They got Amen Thompson.
They got he's an amazing defense. They got a center.
They got Şengün, Amen Thompson.
Steven Adams. They got the tallest starting lineup this season, right? Ever,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Tallest starting lineup in NBA history. Their shortest player is 6'7".
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Amen Thompson.
I don't know. I think they just need to get better chemistry. So just give them some time, and I feel like they could win the championship. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see it really happening. But my 3rd seed, the Mavericks.
Okay, that's kind of crazy.
I got the Mavericks at 3rd seed. They got AD, Cooper. I feel like this duo will be unstoppable soon. I feel like they're going to win a championship. They are going to win a championship. Let's be honest. They are definitely going to win a championship. Sooner or later, next season probably. Or, it's probably going to take some time.
Hey, can I interrupt you for 1 second just to point out the fact the Houston Rockets drafted Reed Sheppard over Stephon Castle? And they drafted Reed Sheppard over Jared McCain.
Wow.
That looks... Yeah, Reed Sheppard was the 3rd overall pick, and he's not he's not spectacular. When you look at the fact Stephon Castle was drafted right after him and plays the same position, and so does Jared McCain. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists in the 3 games he's played this year. That's not stellar. He wasn't all NBA. He wasn't all rookie. So, yeah, I just had to cut you off for a second because they drafted Reed Sheppard, and that looks really bad.
I feel like if they had Stephon Castle, I feel like they would be amazing. But the Spurs are amazing right now, so who wouldn't be amazing with him? But 2nd seed.
Second seed. Who is it?
The Thunder. Let's be honest. What don't they have? They have height. You have young players, MVP, championship. I got them at the 2nd seed. Okay, nothing more I can say to that.
Yeah, I saw someone say watching the Thunder's really they play. Watching them play basketball is not fun.
Yeah, because
when I take notes on basketball games, I'm almost less of a fan now. When when I watch Suns games, I'm still I'm still a fan, but I don't watch it and I hate this player. It's I'm just appreciating their game. I see Austin Reeves take 22 free throws against the Kings. I'm wow, look at him draw fouls. Oh my gosh, straight.
Yeah, SGA is amazing at foul baiting.
So I don't even have a problem with SGA. Some of the calls are still ridiculous, but I'm not gonna sit here and complain he's drawing fouls.
Yeah, there's usually clips about him traveling and stuff. I seen a clip where he did this fadeaway and got an and one, even though he took 5 steps. But
I was still rooting for the Pacers in the finals. I was upset they didn't win.
Yeah, no, I remember we were watching the game. We were at the store and you seen Tyrese skit.
That was traumatizing, dude. Seeing Tyrese tear his Achilles, that was bad. I think I watched every player tear his Achilles. I watched Dame, Tatum, and Tyrese. I watched all of them tear their Achilles.
First seed.
The
Big Spurs. I know this is a shocker, okay, but Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, Dylan,
Can you name other players? I want to know. Are you just basing this off Wemby's really good and Stephon Castle's pretty good?
Let me think.
You want me to list you the Spurs roster? Because that's not a bad prediction.
They got Fox too, but he's injured right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw someone say the Fox. I saw someone say the Spurs are 4-0 with Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle both looking great. The Fox trade looks worse by the day, and I'm sitting here thinking, I know De'Aaron Fox is on a lot of money. You don't have to keep De'Aaron Fox, for one. But that, like, literally the trade was they gave up, like, second-round picks maybe and Zach Collins, and they sent him to the Bulls. That was how they got De'Aaron Fox. If you get an all-star caliber player for Zach Collins and some picks, and you're good without that all-star caliber player, why is it bad that you're, like, even if he's on a lot of money and you're playing good anyways, what does it matter? I mean, I think that just helps them that Fox isn't playing and they're already so good.
I feel like if he gets in, I feel like they'll play even more better. Honestly, Fox is an amazing player.
This is the Spurs roster. Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Jeremy Sohan, Carter Bryant, Luke Cornett, really good pickup, Devin Vassell, De'Aaron Fox, Keldon Johnson, Warriors legend Harrison Barnes, Julian Champagnie.
Oh, Harrison Barnes, forgot about him.
Kelly Olynyk, Jordan McLaughlin. Like, I mean, when De'Aaron Fox plays, what's that really going to do? That's just going to mean Jordan McLaughlin gets less minutes. And who really cares? Lindy Waters III. You know, that's the Spurs roster.
Yeah, Lindy the Waters III.
Lindy the Waters III. Yeah, Lindy Waters III, yeah.
Wasn't he on the Warriors?
Yes,
he was.
because I watched him get stuffed by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, what is he doing now, man? What happened to that dude?
Not getting minutes.
He wasn't even that. Yeah, he was pretty good. He could shoot the threes.
Well, you know, if you're in Golden State, you ought to be able to shoot the three. So, for my 6 through 1, number 6, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I don't really have much to say because they didn't really do much. I think Ant-Man's going to get better and everyone else is probably going to get worse. You know?
What about Naz Reid, man?
What about him? He's probably going to play the same. Julius Randle's going to play the same, if not worse. Mike Conley's going to get worse. Rob Dillingham might get better. That's about it. You know, there's not much to the Timberwolves. I could actually see them not even in the, you know, I could see them in the play-in. Number 5, the L.A. Lakers. How do you feel about that? Lakers 5 seed.
Honestly, they have good defense. Not defense, offense. I just don't think they have defense.
I made a TikTok where I said the Lakers have a big problem where everyone in their starting 5 except really everyone on their team except Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt are kind of mid defenders or defensive liabilities, and that's kind of aged a little bit poorly. DeAndre Ayton, well, look, I've always said DeAndre Ayton can play defense, just he doesn't care to a lot. And when he plays defense, he's good. Luka's looked pretty good on defense. You know? So Jake LaRavia, underrated pickup. They signed him. He was on the Kings. He's had some solid defensive possessions. The Lakers on defense have looked better than I thought they would. So, you know, and they got Luka, and they got LeBron, and they got Austin Reeves, who might be like Austin Reeves is so good. 50 points. You want to know what, though? I predicted that. I was texting my friend, and I'm like, yeah, Luka's out. I don't know if I'm going to watch. I might watch the Clippers versus Blazers over because I was going to watch the Lakers versus Kings, but now Luka's out. And I'm like, you know what? Austin Reeves is going to drop 50. And then Austin Reeves dropped 50, and I was like, oh, my gosh. You know, Austin Reeves, I think, you know, he's not the best defender, and LeBron's only getting older. So their defense is still not all that it could be. But, hey, when you got 3 offensive engines, as Austin Reeves has proven he can be one, you know, LeBron, Luka, Austin, the offense is too great to be too bad. You know, so number 4, I got the San Antonio Spurs. They could be 3, honestly. And
first.
Well, you know, I don't know about first, but they've played really good. I mean, they've won more games than I thought they would have. Victor Wembanyama's on a different planet. He's from a different planet. Alien. Area 51, Wembanyama and Stephon Castle. You ever heard that nickname for them?
No, I haven't. I heard.
Because Castle wears 5 and Wemby wears 1. Area 51. They're really good. I love the Spurs. I love watching them play. Number 3, the Houston Rockets. Defense. They can score on offense in multiple ways. They got Kevin Durant to score from anywhere. They got Amen Thompson, who can drive to the basket. Şengün, who can play really good. That alone, you don't even need the rest of the team. The team is so good. They have such giant players, such good defenders. Like, their worst defender in their starting lineup is Steven Adams. And if Steven Adams is the worst defender in your lineup, you've got a pretty good lineup because Steven Adams is nothing to sneeze at on defense. I think it's funny how Kevin Durant's gotten better at defense throughout his career. Like, he tore his Achilles and came back just as good as he was before, and then also still somehow better. Like, just as good on offense and somehow better on defense. It's all those years in Phoenix where he had to be the best defender. Number 2, the Denver Nuggets. I think they're going to win 60 games. The Nuggets are going to win 60 games. Nikola Jokic, you put an okay roster around him, he takes the Thunder to 7 in the playoffs. And if Aaron Gordon wasn't hurt, and if Michael Porter Jr. wasn't hurt, maybe the series is won by the Nuggets. Maybe. So when you put a good roster around him, they're going to win. They're going to win it all. It's Denver winning the championship.
No.
You don't think Denver's winning the championship?
No.
Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Peyton Watson, Christian Brown, Jonas Valanciunas, Cameron Johnson, Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr. That's not enough?
I think OKC can beat that.
I think Jokic, you put a good roster around him like you do in 2023.
You said they're the third seed or second?
I said they're going to be the second seed. You put a good roster around him like you do in 2023, he's steamrolling the competition. Nikola Jokic is too good. He's averaging a triple-double. He's that guy. He's been that guy. All right, best player in the world, Nikola Jokic, unless Wemby takes the title. Number 1, the Thunder. What can you say about the Thunder? They're a complete team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's actually boring how good they are. You know, like, it's nothing to get excited about unless you're a Thunder fan, because they're going to beat you. You know, they lost 14 games last year, maybe 10 if you count the playoffs. You know, so they lost 24 games across well over 100. So, what are you going to do? They're too good. They're too good.
So you think it's going to be the Knicks and the Nuggets going against each other?
Yes. It's going to be the Nuggets, because this is what it's going to be. The Eastern Conference Finals, it's going to be New York versus Atlanta. Western Conference Finals, Thunder versus Nuggets. That's real hoops right there. And the Nuggets are going to come out in 7.
I actually have no idea who's going to the finals in the West. I have no idea. I can't guess that right now.
So, we're going to, all right, switching gears. Still predictions. And these ones you can't make too early. You know, people love to talk about this early. So, we're going over the awards. Okay? So, you know, you want to go first with who do you think is going to win?
You just want to go back to back, like I go MVP, you go MVP?
Yeah.
So you want me to go first?
Yeah. Who do you think is winning MVP?
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic.
This man's averaging 40 right now, even though he's injured. If he stays healthy, I think he got it in the bag, honestly. I think he's an amazing offensive player. He can pass. He can get rebounds. What can't he do? He's literally a mini Jokic, okay? He's a mini Jokic.
I also have Luka Doncic, and I don't think he'll be the best player in the world. I think that'll be Jokic. Maybe even Wemby snatches that crown. But I do think Luka Doncic plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. The biggest, you know, the media loves the Lakers, and if the Lakers are in the playoffs and Luka's averaging like 35, the Lakers, like, it's not even LeBron's team anymore. It's Luka's team. Lakers are, you know, Luka's going to win the MVP. And, you know, he probably should have already won one. Let's be honest.
Definitely.
Rookie of the year.
I couldn't choose on this.
Really?
Nah, I couldn't. I was thinking, I think it's going to be Ace Bailey or Cooper Flag.
VJ Edgecombe's playing really good.
Yeah, I see that now.
VJ Edgecombe's playing really good, but I still have Cooper Flag. VJ, you know, I think, you know, it's really tough actually. It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be Ace Bailey. I think it's gonna be VJ Edgecombe or Cooper Flag. I'm gonna go Cooper Flag just for now because I think he'll over the season he will become more of what you expect him
I feel like
to
he's
be.
gonna be close.
I can't see VJ Edgecombe winning it. I can see VJ Edgecombe being an all-star. It's in the East. VJ Edgecombe's an all-star. I mean, what, 25, 6 and 6? That's what he's averaging over 4 games.
Damn, really?
Yeah, 25.
LeBron stats right there.
25, 6 and 6 is what VJ Edgecombe has averaged in his first 3 games. So, there's a debate you could have. And, yeah. I mean, I could see VJ Edgecombe an all-star, Rookie of the Year Cooper Flag. And personally, I would love VJ Edgecombe to win it, I mean, you wouldn't expect that because Cooper Flag gets all this hype, But I think that's who it's down to. I don't think Ace Bailey wins it. I don't think Con Knipple wins it, Con Knipple. I don't think Dylan Harper wins it. Defensive Player of the Year, this
obvious.
is obvious.
If he doesn't get injured, Victor Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama, all the way. Easiest. I mean, he's been Defensive Player of the Year combo since he was in first game in the league. Clutch Player of the Year.
I got to go the GOAT himself, the greatest point guard of all time, Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry at 30.
You should have seen him. You should have seen him playing against the Nuggets. Clutch.
I've seen Aaron Gordon play against the Nuggets. He dropped 50.
Clutch. Okay, but
yeah, he was clutch one time.
Okay, he was just very clutch. Okay, he needed to score when people couldn't on the Warriors. He had 13 straight points for the Warriors. Maybe 16. I don't know. Maybe 13, 16. I don't know. I was hyped up. I was screaming. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That game went to OT though.
It did. It did.
You know who I got winning Clutch Player of the Year?
I know.
The best fourth quarter player in basketball. Captain Clutch. Going back-to-back Clutch Player of the Year, Jalen Brunson. New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson. The captain, the king of New York. Coach of the Year. I don't know how well you could answer this question because I don't know how many coaches you know, on a name level, because, you're bad with names.
Yeah, I am.
So, for my Coach of the Year, I'm going to go David Adelman, which is the Nuggets coach. Because I think David Adelman's a solid coach. And he proved that in the playoffs. He coached probably less than.
Honestly, when they fired their coach, I thought they were going to do bad. I thought they were going to have a very bad coach. But, yeah, not going to lie. He did pretty good.
He coached 3 games before the playoffs and, successfully maneuvered into a win in a 7-game series and a very close second 7-game series. So I think David Adelman could win it. And, I think he's a good coach. And let's be honest, Jokic is also kind of like the co-coach at this point. So, and they're going to win 60 games. I think they're going to win 60 games, and they're going to look, hey, David Adelman, you're a good guy. Here's the win. Here's the award.
I got Mike Brown.
Mike Brown of the New York Knicks.
Got Mike Brown.
Why? Just because the Knicks are going to sweep the East?
Yeah, I think they're going to play amazing. I think they're going to play good.
Almost forgot an award. We're going to do that.
About the Knicks. They just lost to the Bucks by 10.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
I know it's the start of the season, but OG,
I really, the Knicks are the Knicks I feel like almost don't care about regular season basketball because they lost 4 times to the Celtics in the regular season and then absolutely beat them down in the playoffs. So
that is true. I remember we were predicting it, and I thought the Celtics were going to win.
But then again, that was the Tom Thibodeau mentality, I guess. So maybe it's different under Mike Brown. 6th man of the year. Any predictions?
I got Naz Reid.
Naz Reid. Earlier, I was saying Jordan Clarkson. Earlier, last week, I would have told you Jordan Clarkson. Now I don't know. Now Quentin Grimes is coming to mind because he comes off the bench for the Sixers.
Oh, really? He does?
Yeah, because VJ Edgecombe starts over him. Or at least he did against the Magic. And if that continues, Quentin Grimes is winning 6th man of the year. Quentin Grimes is really good. And you got to watch him play. He's got a big shot. Big, high-arcing shot. When he shoots from 3, the ball goes off camera. So, you said Naz Reid. Naz Reid seemingly is always in that debate. So, I got Quentin Grimes. Most improved player. I've got 2 answers for the same team. But you can go first.
I got 2 players. I think his name's Shaedon Sharpe, something like that, on the Blazers.
Oh, yeah, Shaedon Sharpe. His name, you don't know it, but you were glazing him earlier.
I think he's going to win probably most improved, or this might be a shock for you, Jonathan Kuminga.
I knew you were going to say Jonathan Kuminga.
Really?
How's he gonna? What is he gonna do? He's gonna improve from 17 points a game.
He can improve his 3-point shot. He can improve. I think he's doing. If he started, I feel like he can do most improve. Honestly,
I think he's already too good to be most improved.
how much he averaged like 17 last season. I know who you're gonna say. I don't know his name though.
Well, I got two answers. They're both from the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Number one is Ben Mathurin. Ben Mathurin is really good already, but he comes off the bench, or at least he was last year. And he's really good. So I don't know, because he's already too good, I feel like, to win MIP, but I feel like he could, Ben Mathurin's the type of guy that could average 28 points. You put Ben Mathurin out there for 30, 33 minutes a night, he could average 28 points, especially on that squad. But my answer is going to be the other Indiana Pacer, Andrew Nembhard. Because Andrew Nembhard averaged like 10 points last year. He could average 20. He's a great defender. He can run an offense. I watched him do it in the playoffs. Andrew Nembhard's really good, and I think he could, maybe even should, win the MIP. But, hey, that's enough about awards. So, impressive starts to the season. We've already talked about the teams that are undefeated. What has stuck out to you so far?
Just all these players, honestly, scoring 40-plus points, even though it's the start of the season. They're just playing all amazing, honestly. Victor Wembanyama playing amazing. Stephen Curry, Luka, AR-15, Jokic, Tyrese Maxey. These players are just... I didn't really expect them. I didn't expect the players to play this good this season. I'm pretty sure Curry almost has 100 points this season.
Luka's already got that, I think, or at least he's close.
No. I think SGA, Luka, and Stephen Curry almost have 100 this season.
You know who's impressed me?
Give me the team. Give me the team name.
Oh, it's on the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns? I don't know.
Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks has impressed me the moment he came to the Suns. Because, Dylan Brooks gets clowned on. But Dylan Brooks is actually, I was talking about this earlier, Dylan Brooks is a culture changer. He is a cornerstone of what you build around. So the Suns might not be that good this year, but I think they're going to be good next year, and I think Dylan Brooks is going to be a part of that. Dylan Brooks is that guy. He's like 29 right now, probably 30. I think Dylan Brooks is he's probably the most underrated player in basketball. Dylan Brooks. Because he doesn't get the credit he should.
Ooh, I don't know about that one, man.
Well, who would you say is the most underrated player?
Shannon Sharp.
You just keep talking about Shane Sharp, man.
He's gonna be amazing. I don't know why. I just got actually Jabari Smith.
You talk about Jabari Smith a lot.
I feel like he is underrated. I feel like he should get more credit. Honestly, I feel like he should be. Yeah, I'm happy he's starting for the Rockets. I think he's amazing. Honestly.
The Lakers have impressed me because they won that game without Luka or LeBron. I didn't expect them to, and they all look good doing it. I mean, Austin Reeves put that team on his back throughout the middle of the game, but the fourth quarter, Ayton was playing good, LaRavia was playing good, Hachimura was playing good, and they wouldn't have got that win if it wasn't, a team effort. So, disappointing. What's disappointed me a little bit, some of these teams have not been playing good. The Houston Rockets haven't played fantastic. They're like 1-3 or maybe, I watched them play against, the Thunder. I watched them play against, what are they? Watched them play against the Thunder. Watched them play against the Pistons. They didn't win those games. No shame in losing. They're 1-2 right now.
Who did they play last game?
I think it was a win over. Yeah, it was probably a win. Well, I'm trying to see who they played. Games. There we go. Yeah, they beat the Nets. They beat the Nets. And tomorrow they play the Raptors. So I think I'm going to watch that game. Well, actually, by the time this goes up, that'll be today. So Maybe we'll talk about it on the next podcast episode. But the Magic and the Hawks have also been disappointing because I expected them to be a little bit better than they have. The Atlanta Hawks somewhat have an excuse, even though players being injured, I don't think is an excuse to lose basketball games or, I don't like whenever this team only won in the finals because this other team was hurt. Well,
what about the Nuggets versus OKC?
Every team gets injured in the. What about it?
Well, you think they would have won if they Eric Gordon and PJ?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say definitively, but I think their chances would have been a little bit better. And I'm not going to blame them for, you beat an injured team. Every team gets injured. Who did they play that wasn't injured? Who did the Thunder play that wasn't injured? The Grizzlies were hurt. The Nuggets were hurt. The Timberwolves were they hurt? Were they not hurt?
I don't think they were.
They weren't hurt. They just got beat. And the Pacers got hurt. I'm not going to sit there and say, the Thunder, put an asterisk next to their title. Look at who the Celtics beat in 2024. They beat the Heat, who were hurt, right? Yeah, no Jimmy Butler. They beat, who did they beat? Who did they beat in the second round? I don't know. I can't remember. And then they played the Knicks and not the Knicks. They played the Cavaliers in the second round. The Cavs were hurt. They played the Pacers in the conference finals. The Pacers were hurt. They played the Mavs in the finals. The Mavs just got beat. Are we going to put an asterisk because 3 of the 4 teams they played got hurt? No. Look at who the Nuggets played in 2023. They played the Timberwolves. They played the Suns, who were hurt. They played the Lakers, who were hurt. They played the Heat, who were hurt. All right? What, are we going to put an asterisk? No. I think it's stupid. But the Hawks, back to my original point before I went off on a little rant, but the Hawks, Razache and Porzingis haven't played a few games, but the Magic can't make any excuses at all. They've just been losing.
Yeah, their star player hasn't been playing that good, so.
Yeah, Paulo in the first, he's not off to a great start. I think he's shooting 30%, 35%, and 20% from 3, but hey, what are you going to do? It's the start of the season, and hopefully he can pick it up. So, yeah. But there are the Suns have kind of disappointed me. Not in the fact that they're losing, but in the fact of how rotations are being handled. I always feel like I've got a problem with the Suns' rotations. Colin Gillespie should be, with Jalen Green out, Colin Gillespie should be the starting point guard. And he's not. Devin Booker is. Devin Booker should be the shooting guard. Instead, we're starting, this has been our lineup. We've been doing Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks, Ryan Dunn, Oso Ighodaro. That's a super small lineup, for one. For two, it should be Colin Gillespie, Devin Booker, Dylan Brooks, Ryan Dunn, Mark Williams. Our starting center is Oso Ighodaro. He's not even really a center. He's 6'9", 6'10", and he's more of a power forward.
Is Mark Williams still injured or?
He's on a minutes restriction, but even still, what are we doing? Start Nick Richards. Matter of fact, our rookie Kaman Malawach isn't even getting really good minutes, and he's not looked fantastic. Maybe he's not ready yet for big minutes, but play him. But I'm not going to give a lot of grief to Jordan Ott because he's a first-year coach. So, hey, we'll see how it goes. And I can't be any worse than Mike Budenholzer did. So but we've been at this for almost an hour and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So you want to just give some live reactions to these results so far, and then we call it a day.
I'm down.
So, in the final, in OT, the Philadelphia 76ers continue their undefeated streak. They beat the Washington Wizards.
All these teams been going to OT lately. I've been seeing overtime.
It's
lately.
A lot of overtime. The Miami Heat beat the Hornets.
Yeah, that's
144 to 117. The Milwaukee Bucks defeat the New York Knicks 121 to 111. The Thunder defeat the Kings by 6 points. That's a close game. Too close with the Kings. The Kings are really bad because they're the only team the Suns have beat. Tomorrow, or when this podcast goes up, actually, a lot of good games. Suns Grizzlies. That's what's coming up first because I got the Suns favorited. Suns Grizzlies. Raptors Rockets. Celtics Cavs on ESPN. Pistons Magic. Nets Hawks. Bulls Kings. That's not going to be a good game. Mavericks Pacers. Nuggets Pelicans. Blazers Jazz. Lakers Timberwolves on ESPN. And then if we're going to look at the standings, you know who won Player of the Week? You saw Player of the Week? Wemby and Giannis.
Yeah.
I think they got announced Defensive Player of the Week. I think they do. Do they? I think they do that. So
I think it was Wemby. If they did do that.
Thunder are at the top of the West. Sixers are at the top of the East. Who would have thought that? That's just crazy.
Thunder, I'm not surprised. Sixers, I am.
Yeah, the Sixers is crazy. Pelicans fall to 0-3 to start the season. Nets are 0-4. Pacers are 0-3. Those are the only three teams that are winless. I think the Pacers can turn it around a little bit. Nets aren't gonna. Pelicans probably aren't. But your Golden State Warriors are right now the 3 seed.
Yeah, they're playing tonight. I'm about to watch them. Probably go to bed.
They're playing tonight?
Yeah, 11 p.m. Clippers.
Oh, shoot. They're not playing tonight. What are you talking about?
They're
No,
not?
they are. Watch,
Yeah?
I was looking at
Oh,
the
I
wrong
was
thing.
about to say.
I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. Clippers Warriors, 11 p.m. on Peacock.
Luckily, I got Peacock.
Well, if you didn't, I'd give you my login. So, all right, there you go. That was the first episode of the Never Going Pro podcast, and hopefully the second will be better than this because we just kind of rambled for a while. All right, I'm Gavin Brown,
And I'm Carter Blankenship.
and we hope to see you whenever we make the next episode.
Adios.